And he got the hard part? Hmm. What? What? Is it not invincible? No, it didn't do the flash. It just didn't do what I told it to. Okay. Cool story, bro. You know, if it did what I told it to, it would have hit you out of your roll, but it didn't do what I told it to. Unfortunate. And it crashed. Yep. One game, one crash. What? I apparently picked ranked, and I can't leave, and I can't see his ping. Apparently this game has zoners. It doesn't. It doesn't. If I say how are you, the answer would be play KoF instead, or footsies, or both. Yep. That is correct. Hoto Major. DP, huh? What are these hitboxes, bro? Interesting anti-air choice. What is a one-frame window? Oh no, I made a mistake. DP. That's unfortunate. Oh dear. Okay. It's supposed to have armor on it. How did I block no DPs? How? Someone explain to me how I can block 50% of the time, and he can DP 50% of the time, but it never lines up, so I never block a DP. Can someone please explain to me how that is mathematically possible? Hey. Unfortunate. Okay. Negative penalty. Sorry, penalty. Negative penalty. My ears are on fire. Well, I didn't block the DP, but I guess that counts. And there I started blocking like 90% of the time. He eventually DP'd. Ow. Great. Don't know why that didn't work. Something something, it ate my input something something. Yep. Yep. If I block 100% of the time, then I'm guaranteed to block all your DPs. No luck involved. Hello, Fallen Rainchan. How to open up people who really like to mash and roll away. I'll answer your question after this match. After I OCV this guy. Ow. What? How did I get that move? OCD. Whoosh. What character do you play? Or I guess what character are you having the most trouble opening people up with? And that was good English. Oh, it's on KoF XIII? Well, it's going to be different it'll be different with KoF XV. But most other KoFs are basically the same. And the answer to the first part of the question is the same as it is in every fighting game. Well, every 2D fighting game that isn't Street Fighter VI. How to open up people who like to mash? You frame trap them. So they block this, you're plus 1 billion on block. Time your attacks. The basics of KoF 15 are slightly different because of the way throws work. In KoF 15, in addition to everything else, you have to make sure that you don't stand here. Because if you stand here, you're just going to get thrown. That doesn't really work in this game. Or literally any other KoF besides 15, you can't get thrown here immediately out of block stun. It doesn't work that way. In KoF 15, you got to stand like here. Right? If I'm here, I can get thrown. If I'm right there, I can't get thrown. In this game, you can't, but in 15, they reduced the throw range, and they changed the way that the throw mechanics work so that you can just get thrown whenever. To where if I walk backwards for like 2 frames, I'm out of throw range. I'm in throw range in this game, but in 15, you would be out of throw range. So every time you get advantage, in 15, you have to be conscious of your range and make sure you don't do this. Because if you do that, you're just going to get thrown. Now you could, like, pretend to go up there, and then walk backward later. But that is a KoF 15 specific dynamic that you don't need to worry about if you're not playing 15. The more KoF universal answer is... if they're mashing, you frame trap, which will look like this. So let me set him to record, or let me record him doing this. Right. If I try to mash literally anything except for a DP, oh, too far. Oh, I timed it wrong. 10 wrong again. That was too fast. Yeah. Yeah, too fast. That looks good. Too early again. That was too slow. Yeah. It's hard to record this because I can't get the dummy to block. So I have to guess. There we go. Nope, too slow again. Too slow. Too slow. Too fast. Too slow. This is like a 3-frame window. I can't get it. Too slow. Too slow. There we go. That's perfect. This is how you beat people who mash. I'm gonna try to mash. Oops. I'm gonna try to mash. Oh, never mind. That move is frame perfect fast enough. Darn. It's not difficult if you could, like, I can do it like this every time. Like this every time. But because I can't record the dummy doing it that way, it's harder to time it that way. Let me get a perfect one. That felt slow. Yeah. Fast. Perfect. No, it's 1 frame too slow. 2 frames too slow. That's bad. Yeah. I have so many frames of advantage, but I lose to 2B every single time. You just gotta time your attack right. Most crouching light kicks start in 4 frames in this game. Some of them 5. It's not always the same. It doesn't really matter. The fastest normal in the game is 3 frames, which means there is always a 2-frame window where you can frame trap it. If you frame trap it, you'll get a counter hit. Every time. You just have to time it correctly. So that's how you beat people who mash. And if you frame trap with a throw, it'll be weird. But here, I'll show you. Too fast. What? Why is it not throwing you? We'll also work on 15. You have to make sure you stand not point blank range, and then everything else is the same. Just make sure you... also, I don't think there's any 3-frame normals in KoF 15, so the window is bigger. It's a 3-frame window, not a 2-frame window in this most extreme case. And then where do you go from there? As soon as you start doing your mix-ups like this, and you time it during that 2-frame window where they can't press a button, they have the block. And as soon as I start blocking, now you can do a real mix-up between a delayed throw or a delayed strike. So if you want to prevent them from just mashing every time they block a jump-in, you have to attack immediately as soon as their block stun ends, which looks like that. And if you want to do a mix-up because they blocked and they didn't mash, you have to delay your attacks. But once you delay your attacks, now you're allowed to throw. Like that. I can't throw early because it doesn't work. Right about there is the timing where you can throw. That was a little bit too early. A little bit too early. So at the timing where you would frame trap to beat their mashing, your throw won't work. Unless you do Clark's light throw, which is a different story. But if you want to go for like a strike throw mix-up, you have to wait. But if you wait, you'll get hit by their mashing. So it's actually a two-way mix-up. And if you pick the wrong mix-up, your mix-up doesn't work. If that makes sense. I have a video on my channel called KoF XIII Neutral and Mix-Ups, which goes over all the details. Wow. Who are you? Yeah, just do what I was doing. Record the dummy. Well, I guess you could... In KoF XV, you could set that dummy to reversal attack. Yeah. How did I not hit you? Wow. You lose to a guy who doesn't know combos is just mashing? This game's like that. You know my input's super. That was a cross-up. Still haven't blocked a DP. I still haven't blocked a DP. Because why would I ever block a DP when I'm blocking half the time? That's like my default now, is I block half the time. Because I know they're going to freaking DP. Interesting. Wish I could see what actually happened, not the rollback. Ow! 200 ping, huh? Crouch slide kick. Okay. It's too high. But we'll try. Oh, it reached me. That was a DP that didn't come out. 200 is still playable. We have very different tolerances. Maybe once you start playing the game at a faster speed, you'll change your mind. I missed it. Rocket! Why'd he do that? I guess you don't have a meterless option, do you? Yeah. In the case you should have done just raw super, not spend the drive. But he wasn't ready. Thanks, game. Ow. If only I didn't drop that combo and lose 300 damage. That was crazy. Make some friends in real life. Tie them to a chair and force them to play KoF with you. That's the solution to that problem. Ow. No safe jump. Not dead yet. I need the fourth bar. I need the fourth bar. No. No. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? He rolled instead of doing a super. Because the super is a stupid input. No, I don't want to click that. It broke anyway. Didn't crash though, it just broke. This is the crash. Right here. Yep. There it is. See you later. It was a hyperbole. Don't actually tie people to the chair. But also, if you do it right, they won't hate you and they won't press charges, because KoF's a good game. So if you're in jail, you just did it wrong. It's your fault. But also, just meet friends and allow them to play KoF even if they're bad, even if they're better than you, worse than you. Teach them what you know. Just put in the hours. KoF is one of those games where it's kind of... It's like the same as other fighting games for a while. Maybe even a little bit worse than other fighting games for a while. But then after about a year or so, you're like, wait a minute. Like, a year into KoF, you're like, wow, this game's awesome. A year into Street Fighter, you're like, wow, this game's boring. Actually, you're like that a week into Street Fighter. But a year into Street Fighter, you're still like, wow, this game's boring. But in KoF, you never get bored. Unless you don't have opponents, which is the main problem with KoF, is that there's not a lot of opponents. And no, this does not have crossplay. I think. Which is also a big problem of why there's no opponents to play ever. But the biggest problem right now is the crashing and the netcode. It's just like they literally copy-pasted the old version of the game from 10 years ago and changed the netcode, and the netcode doesn't work. Everything else is just the same. The exact same bugs, the exact same glitches, the exact same balance. Exact same UI. And what I think's going on is they implemented the rollback incorrectly. Rollback as a feature will naturally be more CPU intensive and more internet intensive based on what you're rolling back. Well, then you should be learning from him. Also, if you're playing at 200 ping, I don't think there's a really good answer. 200 ping is just kind of bad. But offline, you have plenty of options. Another thing that you could try is, so you hop in, he blocks it, he's mashing light kick, you just hop again. You just do hop, 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 and his crouch light kick will just go right under you, and you'll get a full punish. But if you're playing KoF XIII, just set the dummy to reversal with their jab or whatever their fastest attack is, and then practice sending them to guard. They guard your jump in, and then you time your attack to counter hit their jab. Just do that over and over and over and over and over again until you get the timing down. 13 does not have that function, unfortunately. And for 15 specifically, you should also set the dummy to reversal throw you. And practice standing just outside the range of throw. As you frame trap. It's significantly harder to do, which makes no sense, because the whole reason why they made the change was to make the game easier, but it failed. It made the game harder, actually. What it did was it split the player base in half between the players who can beat throws and the players who don't know how to beat throws. There's a huge skill gap in between those. It also messed with the balance of the game a lot, because they didn't increase the range of your normals. So characters with shorter range normals have effectively even shorter range normals than they did before, because they can no longer stand point blank range. So all the characters with low range normals are even worse. Hello, Jack Blow. Just waiting for a match. Really? I can't do it. There we go. I pressed the wrong... That is crazy. There we go. Really? It uses a little bit of damage. You lose 7 points of damage. Oh dear. By doing the much easier combo. Seven points of damage. Too fast. Oops. Too fast. Well, it's dinner time. Thanks for watching. I got a few matches in earlier. See you guys later. Bye-bye.